Hey game fans, it's Roberto here doing another unboxing, and this time it is Steamforged Games Kickstarter Bardsung. And this was a Kickstarter from, I want to say 2021 maybe? I don't know. Well, I got it a couple months back, and I haven't got around to opening it, but I plan on doing that now. But anyways, came with the stretch goals box, and I believe it's a dungeon crawler, so not that I don't have enough of those, but regardless, it looks cool, and I love me some Steamforged Games. Big fan of pretty much all the stuff they do. They did the Resident Evil board game, which my brother-in-law really likes, and the Dark Souls board game, but I was most a fan of their Guild Ball game. So look on the back, it looks like all the figures. This box is heavy and huge. But yeah, they did Guild Ball, which unfortunately is no longer around, but I still have all my stuff and nothing stopped me from playing it. So it's a good game. Looks like we got a, what is that? I don't know, some sort of monster Ettin or something on the side there. Bardsung. And on the cover, looks like we got a bunch of heroes stuck in a dungeon fighting some monsters, you know, some Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Also came with what looks like the stretch goals box of all of your extra heroes. So let's just get into this and see what's in the box. I guess I can read what's on the back first. It says Legend of the Ancient Forge. In a world where bards being sung of by bards is the mark of a true hero, you begin with a single tile, a destination, and a desire to become song-worthy. What unfolds is a labyrinthine dungeon of your creation filled with dangerous enemies, wandering monsters, challenging combat puzzles, and valuable treasure. Inspired by dungeon crawlers, role-playing games, and choose-your-own-adventure classics, hey, I like all three of those, Bardsung is a cooperative dungeon explorer that combines the best of all of these three to create a powerful new experience. Descend into the depths of an ancient forge, building unique dungeons by making decisions as you explore. Face terrible creatures that call darkness home, in dynamic zone-based combat with teamwork and positioning are vital to solving the combat puzzles unique to each encounter. As you progress, level up your character using a classless path system to create a bespoke hero worthy of song. From choosing your path through the forge to choosing your hero's path to greatness, the decisions you make and directions you take will inform you and involve your story. Step into branching 50-plus hours fantasy campaign lush with narrative from the legendary Rihanna Pratchett, with multiple potential paths through the depths and card decks that evolve based on your decisions. You can always return and take a different route. The Ancient Forge is a warren of secrets waiting to be discovered, and your legend is just beginning. Wow, there's a lot to take in there. A lot of corporate buzzwords were thrown around on the back of that box. So, but I like it. Very cool sounding at the very least, and I like the aesthetic. I think Steamforged Games is they're a little underrated for the amount of cool miniatures they put out. Like, if you didn't collect what do you call it, Guild Ball, just for the miniatures, even if you don't like football or soccer, you know, in the States, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Those were some of the coolest just Dungeons and Dragons miniatures for NPCs you could get, you know, or just adventures. It's really cool stuff. This is a giant box. Like, it's heavy. It's feels like it's got like a satin finish here, and it is not bad. It's a coffin. It's a tome. So cool. To say, inspire the songs, live by your legend, become Bardsung. Well, you know, I don't think I've ever played a bard in D&D. I've always found them kind of a little annoying, but hey, some people like that. So I don't know, maybe if I played an instrument, I would have found them a little bit more appealing. But looks like we've got a couple of pages of tiles, which is pretty cool. I have to pop it open just to see if they're double-sided, because that's always a plus. So let's see if I can get in here, find out if these tiles are double-sided, and move on. They probably are. I think it would be a waste of space if they were not double-sided, but you know, weird things have happened. So let's see. So we got what looks like standard dungeon on one side, and we got some green necromantic dungeon or watery based dungeon on the other side. So yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, we got the big pieces here. Looks like five of them, but hey, these are so big they're just wanting to pop off. So go ahead and take a look at that. Looks like an altar room, and is it the same one? It looks like it could be, honestly, like it's just like a before and after or something bad happening, which is cool. And I can tell already that's modular dungeon, which I love. My favorite dungeon crawl of all time is Warhammer Quest. You know, surprise, surprise. I love me some Hero Quest, but Warhammer Quest for me took it to the next level. So we got some colored miniatures in an interesting case here. Looks like some heroes. Looks like we got 5 heroes in here and a bunch of gray bad guys. And I kind of like the color they used. It's a little bit of a dark, like a statue type gray. Let's see. Here we go. It looks cool just for a Gennaro bad guy. I don't know if it's just like a goblin or something. But oh, here we go. Here's one of the guys that sold me on the whole thing. You can be a turtle man. I love me some Ninja Turtles. So you can be a turtle, what looks like wizard or shaman. He's got all kinds of potions on his back. That's just cool. Definitely probably going to be one of the first characters I try. Not saying that I get to play my games as much as I like this day. So if I'm going to play it, I better play the one that I really want to play, because I might only get the one shot. So then, looks like another wizard. A lot of spell-based looking characters. It did say it was classless, so for whatever that's worth. We got like what looks like a bird thief assassin type character. It's cool. And it's like a knight or paladin or something. Very neat. I do approve of that. This weird case is gonna throw me off the entire time. So this is pretty cool. These are empty, but these are for all of your bits. Apparently, you got 1, 2, 3. Maybe this is your character board. I don't know. 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. That's cool. I'm gonna have to watch the video again just to remember how to pack this thing back up. Oh man, we got, looks like got some wings in here and some cards. So a couple of stacks of mini cards. You know, mini cards. Got a love-hate relationship with them. They're cool because you get so many, but I hate shuffling them, and I hate that if you have to sleeve them, like, because they're so small, it just becomes awkward. Looks like we got the whole gamut of D&D dice. We got from 20s down to 6s. So we got D8s, D10s, D4s. Everything's in there. That's pretty cool. Just some rando wings, I guess. I'm betting for the big bad. It should open up at least one of these packs so we can see what type of cards, if they got art on every card or not. That's one of my I do enjoy when they get, oh yeah, look at that, when we get art on each card. So we got, looks like a shield, and I don't know, a crystal, wands, necklaces, and then this looks like skill cards or something. Reposition, bodyguard, chrono. Okay, so those are those sound like jobs of some sort. Got festering wounds, so just like status effects. Cool. That's all neat. And take a look at one more of these before I move on. Yeah, so anyways, I don't know if you've ever played a dungeon crawler before. You probably have if you're watching the video. But usually there's two types. Usually there is the ones with the dungeon master who sets up the board. This looks like we got some spells of some sort. Ogre Slain. I don't know what these cards are. Wrong Cell. Maybe these are effects or something. But anyway, tons of mini cards. But yeah, if you've ever played a dungeon crawler, usually there is, sometimes there's a game master, sometimes there isn't, who will set up the board and read the little scenario for you and play against you. But when there's not, and it's just straight co-op, it might be what I'm assuming this is, where you randomly generate the board as you go by drawing cards or however it does it, and then whenever you find the main dungeon room with the big bad or the big objective, that's how you beat the level, and then you level up and move on. So we got throwing rocks, question mark on the back of this, ogre stench, a lot of ogre action going on in here from what I'm reading already. Eruption, let's see what eruption does. Fire rages behind a great set in the wall. Soot and embers floating on the air. Something sparkles inside. Dare you break the bars and reach for it. The hero rolls a d6. On a 1 to 2, each hero rolls a target number 14 action roll. If they fail, they suffer some sort of penalty. On a 3 to 5, the hero just suffers the penalty. On a 6, draw a card and from the treasure deck. So this looks like objective cards are cards that when you are playing that you draw to come up with new things to do. Looks like there's another pack of those, and got axe one of some sort. So lots of cards, more cases, and what do we got here? Another thing of miniatures, which looks pretty cool. What do we have? Got what looks like a ghost. Nice chunky size on these characters. Looking around. They're just standard D&D. Looks like they're on 25 mils. Let me pull this out. Yeah, they look like they're on 25 mil, maybe 28. But looks like you got some ghost in here. Got some Mohawk dwarves, so maybe some dungeon or some evil mining dwarves of some sort with flame swords, and you got some crossbows, so that's pretty cool, and maybe a leader. That one's different. That's cool. Very neat. Is there any chunky guys on the other box? Oh yeah, check this out. So look at that. Looks like an ogre or something. Got a big old comical sword, some berserk style. That's pretty cool. Buster sword. Excuse me. Then let's look at some of the big bads. Apparently, oh, they got my all-time favorite. The Gelatinous Cube. Anytime you can get a slime monster or a Gelatinous Cube, I'm all about it. Look at this thing. You got some sort of bladed clawed figure. Horrifying spider rider. And another one looks like a variant bladed armed character, and like a, what is this, a grick or something? Just a big bug with tons of teeth that's terrifying. And I'm betting this is what the wings go on. Look at that massive monster. Pretty cool. Probably why I kicked it. Sometimes I don't remember why I give things money, but here we go. Let's pop this wing on. Pop this wing on. Yeah, I probably won't glue these on. They just slide on and then they'll fit back in the box. So that's not too bad. That is a massive monster. Let's grab one of our heroes to see how it scales. We will grab the turtle guy, and hey, he can just hang out on that base if you want. That is just huge. So this has got to be a end boss of a level or something's. I don't think it's a pet. Well, it does have it is chained, so maybe it is being held against its will. But that's a demon, so very cool. Let's see, pop that off. Then what else we got in this box? We got a rule. Ooh, let's look at these. We got a rule book and an adventure book. So are they full color? Oh yeah. So learn how to play on one of them. That's pretty cool. Got some art in there, so you can see how you want to paint these guys if you want to follow however they did it. Components and whatnot. Rulebook doesn't look too hefty. Let's see, about 40 pages. So full color, not bad. The adventure book's probably gonna get equal play. Probably, does it tell you how to assemble? Well, it's got some maps, so that's something. And honestly, I didn't even look how this game plays. I went on aesthetic alone. I seen Steamforged was doing it. They built up enough goodwill with me that I was like, okay, here's some money. I want those miniatures. I want that turtle wizard. And worst case scenario, I've got some new D&D miniatures. But look at this. We got some frost shamans. So this looks like this is a lore book along with. Oh, so here we go. That gets down to it. Just your classic Warhammer Quest style. Read the adventure insert when you get to this part of the adventure, as you've chosen your own adventure. So that's cool. That's a hefty. What is it? A hefty 180 pages, 179. Cool. And then let me see. Looks like there is another layer of bigger monsters at the bottom down here with all the cards, which is pretty awesome. This thing keeps on giving, apparently. I don't know what I'm on, but oh, I know what I'm on. I am on the X-Acto knife. Let's get that out of here. But yeah, you got your spiders. Wow, you know what? When it was a big block of characters on the internet, when I was looking at the website, it just looked like a lot of miniatures. But in hand, these guys are impressive. Like, I knew they would be cool because I was like I said, Steamforged Games does pretty cool stuff. But there's a lot of bulky miniatures in here. And honestly, if you pick this thing up, you probably are set for your campaign, at least a single campaign for D&D if you didn't want to play this game. But I don't know why you wouldn't want to play the game if you bought it, you know? At least give it a try. I love these style of games just because they're co-op and selfishly I get to play, you know, like more often than not I'm the DM when I play D&D. So it's been a lot of years since I wasn't the actual game master or dungeon master. So being able to be one of the player characters with my family is a lot of fun. A lot of fun for me. So I jump at the chance to play these type of games. All right, look at that giant rat. Wow. But looks like you got all the hits in here. That looks like a rust monster. One of my all-time hated foes growing up. We got our two-headed Etten. Look at that. Got some too bad action going on here. These guys are great. They're just, this is a really cool assortment of minis. So last bit, let's take a look at the board that comes with it, and then I think we'll be good. It's gonna be the part that fights me the most. Watch. I can if you go and watch my Nemesis video, when I unboxed that one, the board just fell apart when I opened it. Crushed my heart, my spirit. So I got that online for people who want to see that. But regardless, oh yeah, we got one of these fold-out boards that could do exactly the same. This is fairly interesting. It is long, just keeps going. Wow. So it looks like you got Gennaro, what do we got? Like Brown Tavern something on one side, and yeah, I don't know if I like this board all that much, to be honest. It's one of the things you can flip it in the wrong direction real quick and you're done. So that looks like it's got more stone on one side. Yeah, I'm just trying to hold it so it doesn't break. But yeah, that just needs to be slapped down on a table. Take a look. I'm sure you can find the images online. But anyways, thanks for watching. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's not too heavy so I can get it on the table fast. I want to paint it all up, but I might play a little bit before I do since the minis are already assembled. So that's an up. But yeah, Steamforged Games. Buy their games. They're good stuff. Regardless, or if you don't get their games, they got those Dungeons and Dragons packs that are really cool too. That I got all you need for an encounter. So those are awesome. I got the Hydra one, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get more of these. Regardless, my name's Roberto. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and see you next time. Thanks. Bye.